Hey, it's Jon Cook here with founder of Keynote Content. I am an international #1 best-selling author, and I am the creator of the M3 Clarity Framework. And as we're going through today, as I was wanting to connect with different coaches, speakers, consultants, these are the crowds that we work with. These are the people of you that have an amazing message that you want to share with the world around you. And I've received more requests for pivots and strategy sessions. And gosh, what am I doing, Jon? Everything's going crazy right now. It's just a crazy time. I hope that you're staying safe. I hope that you're washing your hands and self-isolating, or social distancing. If you need to go out and about, just be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. And you have a message though. That this hasn't changed. That you have a message that you want to get out into the world, that you want to share. You say, I know what I have to share can change lives. I know what I have to share can make a difference, whether it's in person or whether it's now all online. So what I wanted to talk with you today is how to position your message to really break through this noise, even with so much going on, so that you can continue to help people with your message, with your products or services, that you can make a difference and do your part to keep everything going, help some sort of normalcy continue on. So before we jump into this, what I will say, if you want to get better results with your message, if you want to break through that noise, if you want to say, I know that I can still help people even through this crisis, I know I can help people have a better experience, better relationship, better finances, better health, wellness, focus, whatever it might be. If that's you, if you want to get better results with your message, go to workwithjoncook.com, workwithjoncook.com, and I can help you get the results you're looking for. This is an application base for us to hop on a call, just see where you're at with your message, get you better clarity so you can get better results. And so if you want to go there, workwithjoncook.com. So when we look at the way in which people position their message, I mean, you thought that it was noisy online before we got into this self-quarantine, into this crisis mode. It's even more noisier than ever because of the fact that everybody's home now. We're all thumbing on these little devices, trying to figure out, okay, how to make sense of all this. This hasn't changed the fact. In fact, it might have even accentuated the fact that what your audience truly needs from you, what they actually want you to solve for them, is at a greater height, because everything is at a different level now, because people are sitting at home, they're saying, I'm not focused on work, I'm not focused on anything else, I'm focused on how do we get through this, and this part of my life still hasn't changed. My relationship, my parenting, my finances, it's now gotten to an even higher level. So how do we bring calm and clarity and confidence with your message to connect with the people who are just thumbing away at home trying to figure this all out? So what we want to look at is, when a lot of people look at messaging, they just focus on, okay, whether it's a product or a service, they focus on the features. Here's what it is. Here's what it includes. Let's say it's an online course. It focuses on it has this many videos, it has this type of a group coaching experience. We have a private online community, a Facebook community, whatever it might be. They focus on here's what all is included. And when we do that, we do give an overview for our audience of here's what you can expect to experience through this. But all it does is it gives you a checklist of what's included, some ingredients. It doesn't actually translate that into what does this do for me. And when we take it to this next level, we go from features down into what I'm calling benefits. And for a lot of people, when they're creating copy for their website, or they're putting together, if you're a speaker and you're putting together your talk on stage, you like to think about the features. Okay, I know that you have these videos, but what do these videos or these different pieces allow me to do? What does this allow me to do? It allows me, this video is going to talk about how to better focus your daily dieting, or thinking about from a meal planning standpoint, so you don't have to scramble or go last minute or try to eat out with junk food or whatever it might be, or kind of find scrambling whatever's in the kitchen or in the pantry, or ordering pizza again, whatever it might be. So instead of just saying, hey, here's a video about meal planning, it's a video about meal planning so you can have the calm, clarity, and confidence to not slip up, to not be able to go away from staying on track with getting the health results you're looking for. So instead of just talking about it as being a video, but it's a video that has the benefits attached. The benefits are calm, clarity, and confidence. And for a lot of people that have put together an online course or a talk on stage or sales copy, ad copy, whatever it might be, they focus on the features, and then they say, this is a video so they can what? I like to answer the so they can what question. So they can what? And when the what is, you fill in the blank. Why am I including this video? Why am I including this cheat sheet, this work list, this action plan, whatever it might be? Why am I including that? Because I know that it's going to give you this benefit. And you might think, oh, I'm already doing that. That's already great. I already have that built in. I already tell them, here's why this video or this action plan's worksheet is included. But beyond that, we also go into the next level. There are 2 more levels beyond this. I feel like a lot of people fail to connect with their message. It's not just features, not just benefits, but there's also a status shift. It's going, what is their current status? And then what is the status that they desire? So what is their desired status? Because all of us are thinking, well, for right now, I feel out of control, or I feel like, especially during this COVID-19, this crisis that's going on, and so many different things are put in perspective. It's going, gosh, that squabble I had with another parent doesn't really matter as much, or that project I was really stressing about at work, it's kind of put on hold because I think about it in the context of what this all means now. This all means it reorganizes our priorities, and when we think at the way that people are connecting with your message, they already have a status. What's their current status? If somebody's sitting at home saying, gosh, I feel miserable about my marriage, or I'm a terrible parent, or my kids are out of control, I've done, or I don't like the way that I look in the mirror. Is there a way for me to use these next 4, 6, 8 weeks, 2 weeks, however long it might be, to truly change my status, to truly shift the way in which I'm showing up in the world around me? And for the status standpoint, what we need to do with our copy, our messaging, whether it's doing a Facebook Live, whether it's doing any number of different ways in which you want to share your message, we have to start with defining what is their current status that they're experiencing right now, and what are the negative emotions attached to it, and then if there are any, what are the positive emotions that are attached to it? So even if they're saying, hey, I'm doing good right now, but I'd love to be doing great, or I'm doing great, but I think I'm do even better, or it's going, I feel like a failure. Is there any hope for me? Whatever they are on that spectrum, or on how they see their current status, we want to think about how do we define that? What are the words that they're using? What are the ways in which they're talking about this in the rawest, most personal form? I feel like a failure. I feel like this will never happen for me. This is so overwhelming, and I'm just life's out of control. Again, these are all pretty strong, serious words that we're using that are attached with some strong, just very visceral emotions. And it's beyond just this current status, but then we need to shift this a little bit and go to the desired status. If I'm down here on this lower status, as I see myself or how the world sees me, what would it take for me to go to the next level? It's not necessarily that it's a 1 to 100, but what would it look like to go from a 1 to a 2 or 1 to a 5? Instead of trying to go 1 to 100, what's the 1 to 2 or the 1 to 5 jump that I can make from a status shift? And can your product, your service, your message, whatever it is that you have to share with me, can that change my status? Those are the questions that we need to be asking about our audience. And before I get into this 4th level here, again, I've received far more requests over the last week to do strategy calls, pivot sessions. Hey, Jon, I just need to get it all out and just talk with someone. These are clients, these are prospects, these are people, some people I barely even know, but I've been connected with. They're reaching out saying, can we talk about, I want to know that my message can continue to help people. If that's you, if you're saying, I need to figure out how to best pivot my message for an online exclusive audience now, you can go to workwithjoncook.com. You can fill out an application. It's free. There's no charge. And from there, you can be able to say, let's hop on a call. We'll figure out where are you at with your message. Let's pivot, or let's make some refinement as needed and put together some simple action steps so we can know this is the best way for you to continue helping your audience, not just selling a product, but truly helping your audience first with your message as we go through the rest of this COVID-19 crisis. So we've covered for the features, benefits, and when we say features, it's just the video, action sheet, work plan, do this activity, whatever it might be. For what purpose? So they can what? And then from there, we've talked about the next level below that is the status. What's their current status? And then what's the desired status that they want to have? What do they truly want to see? How do they want to picture themselves? How do they want this world to see them showing up in work or relationships or parenting or health, fitness, mindset, whatever it might be, business? And then the level below this is the part where I feel this is the deep core connection that our audience craves, is that it want to know that it changes the emotional narrative. And what I mean by an emotional narrative, we all tell stories to ourselves, right? It's that story, it's that voice that pops up as soon as you wake up in the morning that where you say, gosh, I've been thinking about this. I guess I'll never be good at that. Or, wow, I'm actually starting to succeed with this health plan. Or, my spouse and I were really connecting, and I'm becoming a better partner, whatever it might be. We all tell ourselves these narratives, these stories, but there's not just these random stories. For our people in our audience, and we're connecting with them, we are not the heroes in their story. They are the heroes. We are simply the guides. And when we step into their stories, we think about, how do they see themselves? Many people in our audience, they don't see themselves as heroes. They see themselves as very much ordinary people and some talents, and saying, gosh, but if I could really accomplish this in my life, boy, that would change how I see myself. That would change how the stories I would even tell myself. They may not even use the words, the stories they would tell themselves, but they say, here's the narrative that I would want to experience, because I want to feel great about myself. I want to feel better about how the people in my life who matter the most to me see myself, and most importantly, how I talk about myself. And at the emotional narrative standpoint, this product, it could be, hey, we're offering an action plan, worksheet, template, swipe copy, book, course, training, whatever it might be, so they can what? So they can be a better parent, a better partner, better with finances. And the status saying, I went from being in debt to where I actually had the financial peace or the financial freedom that I've craved. Emotional narrative, I'm actually good at money. I'm better at money than I thought about. So again, going through that, you could say, hey, it's offering a course on how to get out of debt, so they can actually get out of debt. So it's not just a course. The features is that this course gives you a step-by-step pathway for getting out of debt, so they can get out of debt. And the status is they go from being in debt to saying, I have financial freedom, or I have financial peace. An emotional narrative, the stories that we're changing for our audience, is going, you can do this. You can get through this, and I can show you how, so you can be able to tell yourself, I'm better with money than I've ever been before, and I have confidence, clarity, ease, and I know that I'm creating a true trajectory change for my family, for my partner, for myself, with our money for the future, so we can help more people. So these features, benefits, status, emotional narrative / stories, as you go through this week, and you have, whether you're putting together Facebook Live, or whether you're putting together a course, whether you're doing a product, service, whatever it is, always start with serving your audience first. Money follows, and I know that for a lot of people, this is so much stress. There's audience. Focus on serving them first. Focus on looking at how they can show up and be able to get the results they're looking for, and be able to clearly guide them from not just these features. This isn't just a book. This isn't just a course. This isn't just a product or a service, but this is helping change the stories that you tell yourself, so you can know you've got this. We'll get through this together. I hope you have a great week. If you have any questions, if you say, gosh, Jon, I want that same type of clarity, I want that same type of change in emotional narrative for my audience, you can go to workwithjoncook.com, Jon Cook or John Cook, they all lead to the same page, workwithjoncook.com, fill out an application. It doesn't cost you a dime to fill out the application. We can hop on a call. The call also doesn't cost you a dime. But it gives us a chance to talk about your message and how you can continue serving your audience better than ever before through this crisis. So I hope you have a great day. Wash your hands, practice safe social distancing, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next week. Take care.